Once again, this is the Dapper Luke. I am Luke Manhasket, and this time I am in Johannesburg, South Africa. The moment I arrived in South Africa, the focus for me was styling models and getting the looks together for the actual release of Clavin Leonard's collection here in South Africa. Clavin Leonard wants to be one of the first Americans to make a real big impact fashion-wise here in South Africa, and styling is a big part of that.
We're going to be penetrating not just South Africa, but Botswana and Ghana as well. But our theme here, we're taking this here as kind of like the baseline ground rules of what we're going to be doing in Africa as a whole, and expanding the brand, and as well as doing a boot camp in February. We're going to be a part of it. We're going to do maybe a gentleman's brunch.
Yes,
we're working that out to be
coming all the way over here. So.
Of course, he has an amazing collection, which I've talked about before, but putting the models in the right clothing and having that right look is very important as well, and I'm glad he brought me out there to do that. On day 2, which was Saturday for me in South Africa, the focus was on the launch of the brand as well as the fashion show that we were going to feature the collection and his models in South Africa. We were able to do the actual launch at Revive Spa. It was an invite-only affair, and it was full, and everyone there loved the designer, loved the collection, of course, loved the models. Amazing runway appearance, all the models looked great, and of course the clothing was immaculate. Big shout out to Bohan, the South African actor who hosted it, and of course your boy Dapper Luke was on the red carpet throughout the event. Day 3 started with a actual radio interview in South Africa. I was fortunate to join Clavin Leonard as he talked about his brand, his launch, and his collection in South Africa. Amazing radio interview, great content, and of course being able to reach out to the folks out there in South Africa was a great interview. Really enjoyed it. Hope to do it again when I go back.
So I want us to talk about your brand,
Okay.
and the mere fact that you are bringing it to South Africa. So this is Clavin Leonard fashion as well as Clavin model management in South Africa. That's what you're bringing to South Africa. Why did you take the decision to do that?
Well, I felt like one, there's a lot of awesome talent here in South Africa, and the second thing I want to do is I felt like the industry was not given an opportunity to bridge the gap between South Africa and the Americas, or South Africa and Europe. And I noticed here that there were a lot of agencies in terms of the model agencies here, but I didn't see a lot of models being recruited to the international stage from the area. And I felt like that everyone comes and takes from Africa, and I came to give something back. And so giving back was being that highway from South Africa to the US and South Africa to Europe.
Whenever you get a bunch of models together, of course, the one thing we want to always do is have an opportunity to take photos. No exception here. Inside, outside, all around the actual location. Photos were taken by the photographer and also model Merson. Big shout out to Merson for taking some great photos of the models and also showing off what he can do behind the camera. One of the big things we were able to do out in South Africa was a pop-up fashion show in the area known as Mobene. Mobene is a bar and restaurant district in the middle of downtown Johannesburg. Known for the lively atmosphere, we were able to do a pop-up fashion show which featured, of course, the collection, the models, and some of the styling by Dapper Luke. Awesome time, really great looks, literally stopped traffic, but it was a great time. Glad I was able to be a part of it. Big shout out to Clavin for definitely making history in Johannesburg, South Africa. Another exciting thing I was able to do was to actually style the South African actor Bohan. Known for his television as well as upcoming movie appearances, he allowed me to style him for one of his upcoming red carpet appearances, and based off the photos, he looked great.
What's going on, brother?
I'm good, my brother. I'm happy to be here, man. It's an exciting time. Clavin Leonard models launching in South Africa. It's a big day.
Hey, if you don't know, look this guy up, doing big things out here.
Overall, South Africa was an amazing once-in-a-lifetime trip. Definitely looking forward to getting back out there if I can. The Clavin Leonard brand is definitely going to be a staple out there, and I'd love for the Dapper Luke brand to be a staple out there as well. Looking forward to possibly going out there in February. Stay on the lookout for me in that area. Of course, follow me on all of my social media, and if you enjoy what you see, leave a comment below. See you next time. This is the Dapper Luke.